Guadalupe Barrios.
I'll be brief so that way you don't have to pick up your card. I have to say I spoke with one of you, and you said that the books would be reinstated into the schools. You did not say that the program would be reinstated. You did say that it would be changed. You did acknowledge the statistics, and I asked you about your culture, and you said Irish and Dutch. I remember it because I was listening. I have to say, if you do not care about your own culture, then you would not care about ours. But if you do care, then look at yourselves and study what you come from and where you come from and how you are part of America. Because as I look behind you on this picture, this beautiful picture behind you, you show a traditional dress of a beautiful woman dancing, and under it it says quality. And why are we receiving inequality? Why are we receiving this injustice? Why are we being pushed aside and saying we're getting special treatment when in all reality that special treatment consists of oppression? Now I have to say again, I spoke with you and I listened. Now if you're ready to make the change and you are worried about how much money you receive, because as we speak right now there's a boycott being planned for TUSD because the students that are going to your school are not being treated right. They do not feel like there's something going on in this school that they want to be a part of. So if you are worried about money and that is your numbers, think about how many students you're going to lose and the funding that it's going to take. Thank you.
Left over, we'll carry them on to the regular meeting.
I'll make a motion to hear the rest of the cards that you have.
Okay. There's a motion.
I'll second.
And a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say yes?
Yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no?
No.
Okay, the item passes. And so we'll hear the 6 is my understanding that are up here. Okay. Then I will continue as directed by the board. The next person to speak is Elizabeth Catlin, excuse me, and following is Kazadian Quitsar.
Okay, thank you. My name is Elizabeth Catlin, and I've also traveled from New York City. I came to support Tucson Freedom Summer in the fight against HB 2281. When I first heard about the ban of the MAS program, I was shocked. We organized solidarity events in New York City, and hundreds came out to support, to express their anger and disbelief about what the TUSD Board and the state of Arizona has decided to do here. Imani, my friend who just spoke, has covered some of the most pressing and important of the still infinite reasons why this program and these classes are so important, and therefore why your banning of them is so horrific. Yet I would just like to re-emphasize that your banning of this program is directly targeted at a particular ethnic community, while in contrast the MAS program itself covered a diversity of ethnic histories and cultures. Your decision to ban this program and give, quote, special treatment to the books that were a part of it exemplifies the truth of institutional racism at its best. I would like to close these brief remarks by emphasizing that this struggle is not only being watched here in Tucson. People around the country and the world are talking about what you all, the TUSD School Board and the state of Arizona, are doing and have done. This is a historical moment for civil and human rights. Sorry, I'm nervous. Yeah. So your special treatment of these books and if the banning of the program fails the conceptions of equality for all expressed in the Equal Protections Clause of the 14th Amendment in the Constitution. In this historic moment, which is truly a battle for human rights, the TUSD Board has taken a side. It has taken a side that denies people their history, it denies people their identity, it denies people their right to understand and respect the purpose of struggle. Struggle that broke people out of chains, out of being sold as property, out of being dehumanized entirely. Your denial continues that side of history. The one that denies humanity and does so with an abuse of power that is ignorant and cruel. Like everyone here in the struggle, I am devoted in my life to fighting injustice. And as MLK often reminds us, an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. and that is why I and many others around the world have felt and heard the deafening violence that is being committed here. And it is why we are forced by the conscience of justice to come here. I want you all to realize that people committed to fighting justice will never stop coming to Tucson to fight, as long as TUSD continues to deny people the right to learn their history and to determine their own humanity.
The next speaker is Joaquin Castro.
Castro, huh? Sounds familiar.
Murdering scumbag, yeah.
My name is Fidel Castro. I'm from Cuba. I'm a freedom fighter. But I don't fight with guns. I fight with words, with theater, and I too have come here to put in my say about this issue. I don't have any children in the Tucson Unified School District, but I believe that all the children in the Tucson Unified School District are my children, as they are every person's children in this room, in Tucson, and in fact in the planet, on the planet, in the world. When I heard about this action calling out for people to dress up as revolutionaries and their favorite band, book authors, and poets and musicians and things, I thought that's right up my alley. I'd love to dress up and do what I love to support a cause that I believe in. And there's a lot of educators in this room and in this school district and in this country as well, in this state, that love what they do. They're educators. They're born educators. I feel like I was born an actor, born a theater person. And if you're called to be an educator, how can you stifle that passion? If you're regulated to the point where you're not allowed to teach what you believe in, then what's the point of following your dream and following your destiny if you can't be a student with a passionate calling to learn because what they're teaching you isn't what you want to pursue? Then something needs to be looked at. And I just want to stand up here in front of all of you because I saw some of the YouTube videos and I was very enthused by the way that they people have already bravely come up and confronted you all. I don't know this issue as well as I should. I haven't been following it. I can't bring any new light to it. I can't quote any facts. I can't say anything that's going to make you change your mind. But I hope that I can get up here and show you that there's one more person that stands on the side of Tucson Freedom Summer and would gladly do whatever I can in my power as an artist and as a creative person to support them in this movement and to bring you guys to your knees, to bring you back down to where you should be as servants of the people, as ministers of state, as people working for the people. And that's not what you guys are doing. You guys are basically working for money, working for the state. And I see that 30-second sign is about to come up, and I appreciate that. But you guys are just working for, you know, the state, working for money, working for racism. I'm not accusing you personally, but you're definitely supporting a racist law. A racist law. And it's not right. And there comes a time when you guys, you as decision makers, need to stand up and do what's right. That's really all I have to say.